Really it's been Jordan, the first game and a little bit the second game. But I feel like whenever he needs a break, it was me really to come in there and fill that spot. And I feel like we haven't really lost a step when I come in there. But really it's been good so far. Just really getting that 1-2 punch in, me and him.
We talked to Jabir after the game. Fourth down on one play up in Clemson. What was it like to see that unfold from the sidelines? Just kind of get him tucked away back there on that touchdown run.
I mean, it was really exciting. For one, that being his first college touchdown, and then it being that, and then at Clemson, you couldn't make that any better. I was real happy for him actually, and she was just glad to see him get that shine.
You came in the second half. That's really when you really picked it up running the ball. What was it like out there? Your experience playing in Death Valley?
It was good, man. I mean, it's something that you dream of as a kid. Just playing in that type of environment. Really, I just had a mentality. A no quit mentality. Just keep pounding. Anything could happen. In the fourth quarter, we wasn't down by much. I felt like I could still make an impact in the fourth quarter. So, I mean, we drove downfield and we scored twice.
How does this offense keep this momentum going now, heading to Hattiesburg to take on a very good Southern Miss team?
Really, I say just stay focused. We moved the ball well last week. Saturday we moved the ball well. I feel like if we use that same mentality and just keep moving forward and build off of that, like you said, gain that momentum, I feel like we can be unstoppable in the nation, really.
How mentally draining was that game up in Clemson? I mean, you hung with the number 2 team, lost by less than a touchdown. Was that draining or anything at all to this team?
I wouldn't say draining. I'd just say I think we were more anxious and just ready for something to go our way. I know the officials, some calls didn't really go the way we wanted them to go, but I wouldn't say it was really that draining. I think it was more exciting, and I think we're more anxious than anything.
And taking the number 2 ranked team down to the wire, like you said, less than a touchdown, how does that impact the rest of the season for you guys?
I mean, that's big, number 2 team. It gives us a lot of confidence, really, going into the next game and the rest of the season. I feel like that really set a tone, really, for how our team really should play. I feel like we shouldn't play any less than what we did Saturday.
How do you keep that going? Coach said after the game that this was decision time for this team. It's either you're a one-hit wonder, you play close to close, and that's it, or you make this game a turning point. How do you make this game a turning point for this team?
Build off of that. Just really getting focused on this week and not, worrying about last week. Really just building off of that and keep moving forward, keep that confidence, and win some games, really.
It was sweet, There's 8,000 people, I think, was the total amount of people. It was a great atmosphere, best one I've ever played in. And lived up to it. We got loud in there, especially on third downs, especially when we were driving. But most of the game, we really wasn't loud like I expected to be the whole game because it was such a close game. And but it was when it got loud, it was really loud. It was hard to communicate at times, but I think overall we did pretty good at communication.
Coach talked about the offensive line a little bit. What did you think about their performance up in Death Valley?
They did really good. I think it was only 1 sack, and that was really it was actually a coverage sack. There wasn't really anybody open on that play, so you just had to eat it and take the sack. But I mean, that wasn't even really a sack on their part. So, they did really good. I think he just said we had 175 yards rushing, over 200 passes. So they've been doing pretty good the first two games, and we just got to keep it up, keep working, and get better every day.
How do you move forward now after such a mentally and physically draining game that you guys had Saturday?
You just got to go and practice, get better. It's behind us. We lost to the number 2 ranked team at that time by 6 points. Had 2 onside kicks, against the number 2, overall team. So, just got to move on from it. We got a good opponent this week. So, just got to move on and put it behind us.
Do you share the same thoughts as Coach? He discussed, that he was proud of the way you guys played, but it's not okay to lose.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that the way the team feels as well?
Yeah, it's never good to lose. You don't go into the game. You don't, practice so much all during the off season and during the season to go and lose games. It's not okay. But, like I said, we did play the number 2 ranked team in their home stadium, 80,000 people in Death Valley. So, and I think they've had like 16 straight home win games. So, really proud of the guys. But yeah, like you said, it's never okay to lose.
What was it like to come home to Troy students, 400 plus Troy students?
It was great. I had a lot of stuff on Twitter I saw, and when we pulled up, they were going crazy. It was just a good student. There's a lot of students there. And it's a great thing to come back to after a long game and just a late loss, I guess you could say. But it was great for all of them coming out, supporting us.
The insight into how you think you played in the first 2 games. What do you like about your performance? What do you think there's more of this you can get?
I don't think we did too good on third downs. On Saturday, I haven't really looked at the sheets, but just converting on third downs, really, and just moving the ball. Turnovers, I don't ever like throwing picks, but they happen. Batted ball, then another one was on the screen. So you don't ever like throwing or turning the ball over at all. But just keep on, not really turning the ball over. No, I didn't turn over a ball in the first game, but the second game, 2 picks. So just keep working on that and try not to happen again.
I know you probably haven't watched much video on them, but what kind of challenges does this Southern Miss defense present to this team?
Like I said, we're focused on us. I think Coach Brown's always said that during these first 3 games. They're a good defense. They were shut out last week. In the second half, they really hunkered down against Kentucky. I think Kentucky was up 35-10, I think, and they came all the way back. So no matter how the game goes, they're not going to quit, just kind of like us. So just going in a game like it's a 4-quarter game, and we're going to play for all 60 minutes.
You go into this game, same mentality as coach, where this is a measuring stick for
Mm-hmm.
this team to see where you're truly at this season.
Yeah, the first 2 games, are past, but this is our last. Well, we have one later on, but this is like before. This is a game before we start conference play. So we're going to the game just like the last 2. Going in there to win and playing well, so we can get pretty good going into conference play.
I guess how important is it to go into conference play 2-1 compared to having a losing record?
And just more confidence. If we go into this game, we win this one, and lost 2-1 going into conference play. I think we got 4 straight. I think it's 4 straight. Conference games for UMass. So just going in there 2-1, we're gonna be a lot more confident. We are 1-2, and just only losing to Clemson by 6. So it's gonna be a good game this week, and hopefully we'll pull it out.
It was big. Most of my teammates say it helped impact the game. So that's always a great feeling, having your teammates behind your back. So it was a really great feeling.
That finger wag and then who was that directed to?
The defensive player coming across the field, I had confidence in my speed and knew he wasn't going to catch me. So
What did it feel like to play in Death Valley? What was that experience like?
it's big. I've always dreamed of playing in big crowds in front of big stadiums in front of big crowds. So it was real big, like a dream come true.
Coach said after the game that it's decision time for this team. Are you a one-hit wonder, or are you going to build off this game and make it a turning point? How do you do that? How do you make this game a turning point for this team?
I believe it all starts at practice. So if we can go to practice with the right mindset to feed off of what just happened this past weekend, I think we'll be all right.
I know you probably haven't watched a lot of film on them just yet, but Southern Miss, their defense gave up no points last week. Less than 70 yards total. Granted, this offense is different than Savannah State's. I guess kind of how do you go out there and kind of get the momentum early on such a good defense?
Just trust the offense and go whatever we continue to feed off what we've done these past few weeks. So pretty much the momentum from the past 2 weeks, just continue to feed off of that.
So I want to ask, you guys were the number 1 trending topic on Twitter heading into the half against Clemson. Then you come home and you have that welcome home party right outside the field house. What was that like coming home to the support from the fans? What's that support
it's great to know that we have a huge fan base behind us. So especially coming back from a loss, so that's real big. Can't wait to see what the future holds for us and the fan base we have.
19th in the nation right now in rushing offense with you and Josh and Jordan. How far can you three with the rest of the offense carry this team?
I think as long as we keep our head on straight, we can go pretty far. Sky's the limit.
Guys,
It's been great. We working together as a team, playing total team defense. So it's been a great time going out there, being out there with my teammates.
Can you talk about the experience, what it was like to play in Death Valley?
It was amazing. 80,000 people. It was amazing atmosphere. Just amazing thinking about it.
36 hours after it's over with, I know the coaches want you to start
Yeah.
looking ahead, but what's the lesson to be learned about your team from the way it performed last Saturday?
Since we know that we can play at a high level, we need to finish. We got to finish the game. So don't just be happy just to be there. Just finish the game. That's what we were trying to push, finish them off.
you guys went up against Deshaun Watson, and you guys held your own against him. But now it's a different task. This Southern Miss team is averaging over 550 yards of offense a game. What's the game plan going in against these guys?
Well, I haven't looked at much film right now yet, but we just got to play as a team, have total team defense, and work together. I think we should be fine.
Coach talked after the game that it's a deciding time for you guys. Either you're going to be a one-hit wonder, or is this going to be a turning point for this season? How do you make it the latter? How do you make that game in Clemson, even though you lost, a turning point for this team?
We learn from it, and we continue to perform at a high level. That's really what it boils down to. Clemson was a pretty good team, but we just gotta play with the same effort we play with every game. Just continue.
You guys held Deshaun Watson to a QBR of 35. Talk about what you guys were able to accomplish on defense.
We were competitive. We challenged him, challenged the throw, we did a lot of things as a group effort. We just was consistent with our challenging him.
How mentally draining was that game up in Death Valley?
It was amazing. It was kind of dragging, but it was amazing. I just love the atmosphere. It was great. It wasn't too mentally dragging though.